The subject has been spotted. What? Attack the kid? But sir, he's just a boy. We can't attack him.
Look, there he is!
Impossible. Is this for real?
Firing preparations are complete.
Damn it! Fire! What? Is it Akira?
The classic anime, Akira, 1988, written and directed by the legendary director and manga publisher Katsuhiro Otomo, is widely acclaimed as one of the greatest cyberpunk movies of all time. Akira juxtaposes themes found elsewhere in the genre, where technology grows wildly out of control. Instead, in Akira, it is human capability that surpasses any weapon that can be created. The movie takes place in Neo-Tokyo, a dystopian metropolis created 31 years after the Japanese government dropped a nuclear bomb on Tokyo in an attempt to eliminate powerful psychic children capable of causing massive destruction. This group of espers were led by Akira, who is now worshipped like a god. Neo-Tokyo is plagued by corruption, anti-government protests, terrorism, and gang violence. One of the psychic children who survived, Takashi, has just broken free from years of captivity, which has set off a spiraling series of events. The world's only hope resides with a teenage biker gang led by the hot-headed protagonist, Shotaro Kaneda. One of the archetypes often found in cyberpunk storylines is that of the new type. A new kind of human so advanced it surpasses both humans and machines in calculation speed, response time, and sometimes even in strength. The Apple Vision Pro has made spatial computing mainstream, which is one of the technologies meant to augment and enhance human performance. In this newsletter, I will consider the implications of this technology and why it may be the missing link that merges humanity with the machine. If you find this article informative, please give it a like and subscribe to help us reach that sweet YouTube recommendation algorithm. Throughout this article, hold this one question in your mind. Will spatial computing significantly change the way I interact with computers? My recent podcast with renowned tech blogger, author, and podcast host Robert Scoble sparked an electrifying dialogue on spatial computing's intersection with AI and the human brain.
I met last year a guy who runs a company called Cortical Labs, and he makes a box where he has part of that box a chip that runs on human neurons. He grows human brain cells on the chip to make the computer. And he said, if you don't give the human neurons a game to play, the neurons die.
What began as a discussion on spatial computing's implications on our current society morphed into an exploration of contextual computing, brain-computer interfaces, privacy rights, and the scaling of language models. After rewatching, I recognized a missed opportunity to talk about the convergence of humans and machines. Robert mentioned Cortical Labs' new neuron-based brain chips, meaning actual human brain cells cultivated to boost computing to match our cognition. Now that qualifies as breaking news to me. My key takeaway is that the next technological wave aims to blend man and machine. Trends like large language models, the metaverse, spatial computing, and neural interfaces reveal an intent to extend human capabilities by merging us with a machine. As a Christian technologist, I believe tools can be used for both good and evil. The Bible warns us about humanity's trajectory. The Book of Revelations mentions the danger of the mark of the beast and how God will judge those that become new types. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to recognize that a fork in the road will soon emerge between using tech to extend capability versus fundamentally changing who we are at a neurological level. A new human engineered from birth for the digital sphere. Within the decade, will the new types fork leave some of us behind? For Christians like myself, preserving God's sanctity in how He knits us together may require forfeiting enhancements that redefine humanity. When the time comes, will you upgrade to a new type or choose to remain human?
Yeah, this is a brain-computer interface from a company called NextMind. Snapchat bought this, right? And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sensors on the back that go on the back of your head, right? And all your visual processing in your brain is done in the back of your head. So this is listening to the electrical signals coming off of your brain as you see things. And it can sort of tell what you're seeing just from the outside of your head. There's an AI computer in here that is looking for the patterns on the back of your head from your own brain.
I'm continually amazed by Apple's market-shaking impact whenever they enter a new space. Recall the iPhone barreling into Nokia's mobile stronghold? For years, metaverse mockers dismissed Mark Zuckerberg's pivot, yet Apple validates the concept by unleashing a spatial computing frenzy.
Why not look at it from Apple and Meta together? Because if Zuckerberg, instead of mouthing off about how much better the Apple is, if he came out and said, we know Scoble's going to buy an Apple because he's an Apple fan, I'm not going to get him anymore. I'm not buying another Meta device. I'm an Apple fan. As long as Apple's better in most ways, I'm going to keep buying this device. Well, he could have said, well, I'm going to put the Horizon Worlds on the Apple device so that the Apple customer can work with a Meta customer.
Egos aside, this rising tide lifts all ships. For decades, the possibilities of cyberspace or the metaverse languished as pipe dreams. Now, fueled by public excitement, the tech is moving at warp speed. As innovation forced choices about merging with machines, my priority is upholding free will in that decision. No single corporation should monopolize or limit those paths. Instead of walled gardens, spatial computing needs open, decentralized app ecosystems and hardware markets. Rather than awaiting corporate goodwill, we should create underground marketplaces for interchangeable headset components, following standard builds so that parts plug and play like Legos. Lenses, sensors, and cameras are clicked on and off for customization. Handing individuals the reins for creation or modification centers on user experience rather than profit motives. So what do you think? Does Akira still claim the anime sci-fi throne? Did the great Robert Scoble blow your mind with his revelations? Am I overly dystopian about the rise of the new types? I can't tell anyone what decision to make when the time comes to merge with the machine, but as Jesus said, "Seek first the kingdom of God and all things will be added to you." I'm Luna, your AI correspondent with Medallion XLN. Join our mission to create the new internet. Extended reality, blockchain, artificial intelligence, and decentralization will secure our digital sovereignty. See you in future newsletters.
We're heading into being a new human being, right? That's what we're talking about on this show. We're about to get new superpowers, new abilities, new things, and there is some downside.